This is episode 34 of the Online Playmaker Sessions with author, international speaker, and online business coach from my motherland, Poland, Marcin Marczak.
Welcome to the Online Playmaker Sessions. This is the place for the latest what's working now strategies from the best online playmakers, the top marketers, the rising stars who are making it happen right now. Every week, you'll get real, actionable lessons that you can take and apply immediately in your business, delivered in short 20-minute sessions. Our focus is your results. Here's your host, entrepreneur, world-class trainer, and marketing strategist, Norbert Orlowitz.
Hello, online playmakers. If this is your first time tuning in to the Playmaker Sessions, thank you for choosing us, and don't forget to subscribe to the podcast on iTunes, and if you prefer video, our YouTube channel at onlineprofitplaybook.tv. As with all of our episodes, we have all the show notes, transcripts, and actionable tips over on the blog. Just head over to www.onlineprofitplaybook.com. You'll also be able to get access to my complimentary 5-video tutorial series on building the proper foundation for your online business, as well as several other free trainings, including my Instant Income Multiplier tutorial. And if you're ready to multiply your results fast, check out the premium membership of our Online Profit Playbook, where our guests open up their closely guarded playbooks and walk you step by step through the exact marketing funnels and sales process they use to build their audience, grow their influence, and make sales. Get the coveted Online Profit Playbook today. Just head over to onlineprofitplaybook.com and join the Playmakers. Marcin is an author, international speaker, online business coach, and lifelong entrepreneur. He is co-founder of Wireless Income Academy, an online platform dedicated to helping entrepreneurs to create a source of income that can travel in a laptop, tablet, or mobile phone. Born and raised in Poland, Marcin currently lives in the Maldives. He travels the world, coaches, teaches strategies and tools for those looking to achieve peak performance with an online business. In the last 12 months, Marcin has built a 6-figure income with just one of his affiliate programs, achieving industry-leading conversions and ROI numbers that would make super affiliates jealous. Marcin's passion is to empower entrepreneurs and business owners to follow their dreams and to create time freedom, location freedom, and financial freedom using the internet. This week's Online Playmaker, Marcin Marczak. All right, welcome back, everyone. Episode 34 of the Online Playmaker Sessions. And today, I'm really excited here. We've got a special guest. He is my brother from the homeland, and he's actually coming today from my birth city, Warsaw, Poland, Warszawa. Marcin Marczak, how you doing today?
Hey, I'm doing great. Glad to be here.
Awesome, man. Really excited to have you on the show. It was fun hanging out with you. Where were we? Jamaica, right? Yes. I literally forgot where we were at. Okay, it was fun hanging out with you in Jamaica and getting to meet you and watching you speak on stage and train as well and share with people what you've been up to over the last 12 months, because you've created some really amazing results. And when we looked at your numbers, that's what I was really impressed on. You know, those important numbers, the value per lead, the value per customer. When you shared those with us, I was absolutely blown away. And if you're affiliate marketing right now, you definitely want to pay attention and listen to what Marcin's going to share with us here today, because this is going to be really, really valuable. So Marcin, appreciate you being here today.
My pleasure. My real pleasure to connect here.
Awesome. All right, so let's jump right into this. We got about 25 minutes that we want to spend here, and we need to learn a little bit more about your story. Where do you come from? How did you get involved in this industry? Take us back to the beginning now.
So yeah, I come from Poland, and I spent here the first 20 years of my life. At the age of 20, I wanted to travel abroad, and I wanted to study overseas. So I was shooting for England. Unfortunately, the education abroad in UK was very expensive, so my parents couldn't afford that. So I raised some money, I borrowed some money, and on the 3rd of March 2001, I landed in UK. And to support myself, I've done 13 different jobs. I started from working as a kitchen porter, driving taxis, doing gardening business. I did lots of random stuff. And at some point, somebody gave me this book by Robert Kiyosaki. I mean, this sounds like a similar story. You must have had many people kind of going down that path. The Robert Kiyosaki, the cash flow quadrant. And I believe the dream. Yeah, I believe the dream that you can do one thing once and you can get paid over and over and over for that. And I joined network marketing business. And also I had that moment, I also paid quite a lot of money to join one of the courses organized by Kiyosaki's organization. It was 2008, I believe we could buy some properties. But that was like the time when property prices started going down. And I had a little bit of shift in thinking because we were looking for passive income, we are looking for lifestyle. And at some point I realized that I don't want to own those assets that were going down in value so fast, but I wanted to have more what is attached to that. I wanted to be more meet incredible people, taste the local food, and we decided to take a leap of faith. Like me and Mari, my wife, jumped on a plane, left London in 2009 and flew to Maldives. We landed in a nearby island called Hulule, found another island called Hulumale, connected internet, and started our journey. No clue about internet marketing, but we just basically believed that it's possible to make money using laptop. And that's how we actually came across your teaching. And I wish I spent more time being closer to what you were guys sharing, because we've learned a lot. And I very quickly, very strongly believe in the idea behind network marketing. And, they teach one company, the last company, last thing, last time. And a couple of years later, they went bankrupt. They got found by another company. And there was a wake-up call that led me towards joining like a hybrid between network marketing and internet marketing, and moving slowly, gradually to an online space.
Actually, the story you shared is really similar to mine. You're talking about, working odd jobs just to make ends meet, and then you read Robert Kiyosaki. I had a similar experience as well. So it's interesting. So you got your start in network marketing, and then you moved into the online space, and you were really searching for to create an online business that you could work from your laptop. I want to know for you, because I'm sure that you had a lot of struggles. First of all, let's talk about those. What were some of the big challenges that you faced in the early stages? Okay, because I'm sure a lot of people will be able to relate to this.
Right. So for us, it was like, first of all, when we moved from London to Maldives, we had no one around to teach. So that was the challenge. Where do we get the prospect? So that's where we started searching for things online and got our first experience with the online world. But at the same time, I had property background. My wife used to work do a corporate job in London. We couldn't understand any of the vocabulary, the SEO, the PPC, the conversions, the hosting, those like totally different language. And we're trying to make sense out of that. And at the same time, these days technology allows us to leverage and do so much more with so much less effort. But previously we would spend seriously a day, even 2 days, to move an image from one side to another side, right? Just by 1 centimeter. That would be the struggle that we wanted it to make it better, but that was quite challenging and difficult. I remember also being in Kuala Lumpur, because that was later our destination. That would be one of the struggles when we built network marketing business. And I believed we built a team of probably around 800 people or 1,000 people. And I wanted to test how passive this income is. I didn't do it consciously, but it turned out to be a really, really painful and great experience. I went back to Poland, came back, friends from London joined us in Kuala Lumpur. We flew to Philippines. We had an amazing time there. Came back, and I lost 2/3 of my team.
Wow.
Because when leader is not around, no one duplicated, and people just walked away to different experience. And after that experience, I fixed certain criteria in place that for me, I would like to have a business that I can take my laptop, like this laptop, travel wherever we want. Like right now we are on a journey for 2 months, 3 continents, 5 countries. And, you know, we just now, virtually just now, we got the 4-figure sale, like just pretty much before logging in. And that over this journey, it has been so many of them. But there was a wake-up call, necessary wake-up call to be able to appreciate certain things and set new standards. Because when we set new standards, we didn't allow certain way of thinking to be present in our business anymore.
Okay. Yeah. Awesome. That's you know, I hear those kinds of stories in the network marketing industry a lot. You know, there's definitely a lot of challenges in the model and keeping it going. And that whole concept of passive income, I mean, it's not as easy to create as you initially think when you hear about the concept, right? There's a lot of challenges with it.
It's a good marketing phrase that gets people buy into the concept, but that's something that gets us going, and we take the first step and we start discovering that this is not a click, you know, bring 2 and 2 will bring 2, another 2 will bring 2, and you have half of the world under your organization, and suddenly you know the millions of dollars are flowing your way. Or in internet marketing, the promise of a push button solution, right? That doesn't exist.
Yeah, absolutely. You and I both know that it takes a lot of work, especially when you're getting any business started. It's going to take a lot of work. It's going to take a grind and a hustle. All right, so let's we talked about some of the problems you face. Let's talk about the breakthrough. And I know that along the journey, there's a lot of different breakthroughs that we have. There's different moments that, you know, those aha moments that help us to take those steps forward and our business grows. But I want you to think about some of the biggest breakthroughs that you've had in your business. What were those? Share one of those breakthroughs with us. And specifically, I also want to know, what activities did you start doing that created a breakthrough?
The first thing, I would go back to time when I was in London, because when I was exiting from the property, we put together like an ebook compiling the knowledge about investing into properties. And I decided to follow somebody who has done a webinar. I didn't know pretty much what it was. I decided to just basically take action. So the clue here is take action, right? So I just went with it, and I created a book that sells up to this day. It was on like the bookstore, online bookstore that sells pretty much the most ebook in Poland, because I had it translated in Polish. I got #2 bestseller during that year. So that was quite an achievement that happened, you know, like it was like an eye opener, because I thought I'm putting together like compilation of some knowledge. I sent it to like 12, 15 different publishers. One of them came back saying like, hey, that looks solid. We just need to make some little changes, and that will bring, that looks like a good product. And that honestly saved our life when we are in Maldives. We are pretty much at the bottom. We landed in Maldives, we had cash for 3 months. And I'm sure people listening here can relate to that moment. When the cash is running out, you have to do something about it. And then because we planted that seed before we set off on that trip, we could harvest. And we harvested in Maldives, because on the first day, we sold 140 books when the publisher sent it to the database. And on the back of the book, I had like a little invitation, if you are interested to learn more, I've got a course. And the course was pretty much the same knowledge, maybe a little bit more, but I've done a couple of slides, and I've done Camtasia, and I uploaded that on a server, password protected, and I sold it for, I believe, like around $500, something around that. I was giving a discount on that. No, sorry, slightly less than that. That would be probably $120, yeah, to be exact, around $120. And interestingly, this happened in 2009. I walked away from that because I believed in the whole concept of network marketing so strongly, but there was like a breakthrough that showed me a way. But what happened, this book sold probably over 5,000 copies, and it's still selling. Like lots of my holidays in Poland are paid for through this book.
That's awesome.
So that's like, wow, man, that's pretty cool. But the cool thing is,
yep,
I had people who bought that book. There were some people who bought that book, and percentage of them decided to buy courses. And the courses were done with 1 hour session with an author. So I just connected with them, and I talked over, answered some questions. And at the same time, they asked me, what am I doing right now? And I brought them to my network marketing. And from that network marketing, some people I carried forward to the hybrid network marketing / internet marketing. Then I brought them to the current business. And I have people, when I look back, the value of a customer, when we add value, would be tens of thousands of dollars in many cases. It's absolutely incredible. Like once you create the relationship, once you position yourself, then you carry it forward and it works for you.
Now, we've got to take a couple of minutes here and pick this apart, because I want to make sure that our listeners really actually get what you just shared with them, okay? So when I asked you, what was your breakthrough? You said your breakthrough was you were in the real estate niche, and you took the information that you had learned and you compiled it into a book that you then had published in Poland.
Yeah, that's correct.
Okay. So the way that I want to relate this in is because when I asked that question of different marketers, and this is now episode 34, every single person so far has said that their breakthrough has come when they started creating their own content.
Nice.
And that's exactly what you guys did. You took the knowledge that you learned and you put it into a book and you had it published. And not only did you make money off the sales of the book, but more importantly here, this is the big lesson. More importantly here, the book positioned you as an authority, as an expert. The content you created, now you just took knowledge that you learned and you compiled it into a book. But now it positioned you as an authority and an expert, and those customers that purchased the book went on to purchase other things and are still customers with you today.
Right.
That's huge. I mean, that right there is the lesson of the day. You take the knowledge that you learn, you compile it into content, you put the content out there, and the leads and the prospects and the customers that you attract, they're sold on you as an authority figure. You've now positioned yourself as an authority in the marketplace. And if you treat them properly, and I know you do, you take so much care with your customers and with all your prospects, you care so much about people. If you care about people and you're really there to help them, they're going to be customers for life. That's amazing. That's an amazing, amazing story. I love that. I didn't know that about your experience, so I'm glad that you shared that with us. Okay, so now so that was in the real estate niche. Let's jump now into online marketing, because I know that you struggled in online marketing as well when you first got started. Share with us maybe one of the breakthroughs that happened for you in online marketing.
Okay, one of the breakthroughs, a concept that led to a breakthrough, was something called like time pipeline, where it's really easy to get lost, and I'm guilty of that. I thought that the answer to making money online was just basically blow the accounts. I generated probably 150 blog posts, and maybe I got paid, $40.
Hold on one second, because the audio just cut out. Can you just say that again? You thought that the concept to making money online was blogging, and I was posting a blog a day. I followed the formula that there was partly the truth, but not fully the truth, because the quality wasn't the best, and the positioning wasn't there, and I didn't have also distribution in place. But I also want to refer, we created probably 150 blog posts. We spent on that maybe like 500 hours, and we earn maybe less than $50. So when I took a calculator and I worked out my earning per hour, I was in a third world country, but people were making more money than I was. That was an eye-opener as well. And then attending one of the webinars, like when you are hungry, you are this fertile ground. That when somebody plants a seed, it starts growing. And somebody introduced to me this concept of time pipeline, where we travel up the time pipeline according to the value that we are adding to the marketplace. And we have to learn, like also Tim Ferriss in his book, For Our Work Week, he writes that we have to outsource or eliminate. And there are lots of activities that we should not be touching. And it's so easy to get lost in internet marketing space, pretending that you are working because you are in front of a laptop. You think that you're running a business, but the truth is you are not adding any value, and no one will ever pay you for that. And I've experienced that, like earning 10 cents an hour. And eventually when I started shifting up
because there are certain activities, like we had that exercise done also in Jamaica, when we divided activities into $10 per hour activities, $100 per hour activities, $1,000 per hour activities, and $10,000 per hour activities. That shifts the way we think. And during those sessions, I would pop out sometimes because I had some customers that needed to answer some questions. And on the back of that, I think in Jamaica, we walked away while being on holiday, but there were some high value activities that just simply because I knew and I recognized that they were high value activities, they let, we probably got close to 5 figures while being on holiday because I needed to attend, I needed to step into that place. So realizing and writing down, I mean, anyone who's listening here, I would encourage just basically write down what you do with your time. And notice those time-wasting activities and money-making activities, low-value activities and high-value activities. Once you start moving the ratio from the more towards money-making activities and high-value activities, cash starts showing up. It's not hard, but that has to be a conscious shift that we do.
Yeah, perfect. That's a really valuable exercise right there. I love the way you described that, breaking up your activities, write down everything you do on a daily basis, and then break them up into value per hour, the $1 per hour, $10 per hour, $1,000 per hour. Yeah, that's really valuable because it'll get you to see exactly those activities that you really should focus on outsourcing and the activities that you really need to be focusing on yourself. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay, so Marcin, I want to know right now, what's working for you guys in your business? Because you guys have had some pretty amazing results in the last 12 months. I think when we were talking last in Jamaica, you guys were getting close to 6 figures. I think it was about $80,000 in commissions with a marketing spend of about $5,000, which you thought was normal. But then
I did, yes.
Yeah, but then we realized, oh my goodness, these are some pretty amazing numbers. Some of the values we were getting for you when we ran your numbers, the value per click was like $17, which means that you could spend up to $17 per click. I don't know if you've got those numbers written down, but they were pretty impressive.
I do, yeah.
You do? Why don't you read those out? Because just to give people a perspective here, and I know some of you listening, you might not even understand these numbers yet. And if that's a challenge for you, I encourage you to become a member of our inner circle, because there is a training that I do where I walk through the most important numbers and understanding your numbers and how to calculate them and all that. But Marcin, why don't you share your numbers with us just so we get a sense of some of the results you've been able to create here?
That's again, it was created in a moment of a need. I didn't know, like seriously, I was thinking that these numbers, everyone has very similar in the industry. And when we heard somebody sharing that you need to put 100,000 in order to get 200,000, I was like scratching my head, like, why would you do that? Why would you do that? But for more than 6 months, we put ourselves in a position where we had no access to cash. So we had to figure out a way, like when there is a need, you find a way. We need to find a way to still monetize, even though we didn't have traffic coming in as much. So we needed to be very creative about that. So I've got the numbers in front of me. We generated close to 2,000 leads. We've got 80 customers.
Now this is
I think 90.
This is in a 12-month period, 2,000 leads.
Yep.
So
that's not a lot of leads, right? That's not a lot of leads.
It's not. And this is one of the big things that I want people to get from this interview here is you don't need a lot of leads. You don't need to drive a ton of traffic, right? We're talking about a $5,000 ad spend over 12 months. We're talking about 2,000 leads, 80 customers. Go on.
We generated over $98,000. I think, probably tomorrow or something we should, with this system, get 6 figures. And so our earning per customer is $12,025. $1,225
per customer.
Per customer.
Yeah.
Understanding these numbers really gets us to really appreciate how strongly we should put effort to create a relationship and to look after the relationship. And we've got earning per lead. It's around $49.
$49 earning per lead. Now, what that means, for those of you that don't understand these numbers, This means that Marcin can spend on his advertising up to $49 per lead to break even. That's his break even point. Now, obviously he doesn't want to spend that much, but what we're saying is, you know, some people are so obsessed with getting cheap leads and getting cheap clicks. And that is not, as professional marketers, that is not what we care about. We're looking at our numbers. We understand our numbers, and, you know, we're looking at a return on investment. So Marcin can comfortably spend $10, $15 a lead, no problem. And he's still going to 3 times and 4 times his money, his return on his investment. Okay, that's what these numbers give him. So that's incredible, because you look at some other affiliate marketers, and, you know, if they're getting an earnings per click of, you know, like, you know, a dollar earnings per click, $2 earning per click, they're excited. I think your earnings per click was somewhere above $10.
I would have to check that. I didn't check with the clicks, but you had that ratio that you were working backwards, right? From number of leads and conversion of the landing page. So we could, I will do it later. Yeah. I will put together also my final spending, because I do believe it's less than that, because seriously, we didn't have that cash. But at the same time, I want to say that obviously I paid with time. But right now, I will be doing both. Right now, we reached a point where I'll be leveraging that. I will be buying myself more time, and I will be leveraging much more. But I'm really happy that we had that experience, because I figured out something that right now we can systemize and bring out sources for $5 an hour to repeat lots of the activities. And I will focus on those high value activities right now that will help to multiply.
Awesome. So I think what a lot of people want to know right now is what were the key activities that you were doing to monetize those 2,000 leads? Because that's not a lot of leads over the course of 12 months. That's really not a lot of leads. So you're not generating a lot of leads. You're not spending a lot of money on advertising, but you're creating really nice profits. So what were the key things that were responsible for that?
Pretty much most of the cash for us came from Facebook. We are like really big on Facebook. We try different things. We do a little bit of blogging, but blogging is more like positioning and recording some memories / marketing, but it's not really a very strong marketing campaign as such, but it does the positioning. The people engage with some content, come back to us, and we have, we follow this formula: market to masses, isolate to the few, sell one-to-one. So that allows us to, you know, right now, I will market to masses in a slightly different way. Right now, we'll reinvest some of the cash into bringing much more leads to the pipeline. But pretty much whenever we got the lead, I did a formula that I followed to the dot, just very, very quickly, just to be able to connect and build a relationship and identify certain things, what people are looking for, pretty much for pain or gain. And then on the back of that, add value and proof, and bring certainty, and that allowed us to start a relationship with many people.
I like that. Add value, share proof, and bring certainty. Tell me a little bit more about the certainty aspect.
Okay, what I've noticed is people will buy from you and will upgrade in a moment when you carry the certainty. The certainty is pretty much what everyone is looking for. So people, you know, we both read the book by Mike Dillard, Magnetic Sponsoring, and he describes the alpha leader, alpha dog, and people looking for a leader in the crowd. And anyone who can bring certainty, you know, we stand on a mountain of value. We have plenty of value, but people often do not realize that. But we can take that, leverage that, and share that with our prospects and connect with them. And give that certainty through either showing value, either having vision, because people, you don't have to have results. Like if we having anyone here who is just starting in the marketing, it's like, I haven't made 5 figures, I haven't made my single sale. But what creates the certainty very well as well is vision. Without vision, people perish, right? That's in the Bible. That's so powerful. But people are magnetized, people are attracted to a leader who has a vision. So if you are like, hey, I'm coaching right now a guy who was a professional celebrity in London, and he doesn't have, I mean, he has his first $120 day right now that he has created, but he's worried that he doesn't have the 4-figure and 5 figures, you know, like the focus was on this thing. But what I showed him is, I asked him, what do you want to achieve in the next 12 months? He wants $75,000. Share that vision that, hey, I'm a professional driver for the last 5 years, but right now I decided to embark on internet marketing journey, and my vision is to get $75,000. That's such a simple statement, creates certainty and creates also pull, that people will be attracted, because if somebody has a vision, most people don't, and people will be attracted to somebody with a vision.
I love that. That's powerful. Really, really powerful. All right, Marcin, I'm excited for you to share this whole step-by-step process. I know we're going to get into a lot more detail in the premium session inside of the Inner Circle for our members, and you're going to walk us through step-by-step, exactly your process on Facebook, connecting with people, and some of those conversations that you have and how you're able to create those conversions. So I'm excited for you to share that with our members. But right now, let's wrap this up. This has been an incredible session, some really good value. I would really recommend maybe you listen to this a second time because Marcin's really sharing some incredible value here that I really want to make sure that you guys get. Maybe just to wrap it up, Marcin, let's leave our listeners and our viewers with 3 key tips, okay? The people listening right now, they want to create a breakthrough in their business in the next 30 to 90 days. What are 3 things that they should be focusing on?
First thing is make a decision. This is so big. And make a decision like a real decision. Draw a line in the sand and say, it's enough. From today onwards, we have the 2nd of June, 2016. I'm making it. Regardless, I'm not going to be looking left to the right. Whatever you have in front of you, whatever business you've done your homework, you've done your due diligence, decide to commit to that. I've noticed success comes from a real decision. The success is a decision. The mechanics we can learn. It takes like 3-4 days to learn a technique, right? But the hardest part is here, in between the ears. Second part, value your time. Like really value your time. So shift up the value ladder, move to those high value activities, outsource the distractions, or even eliminate many of them. And some of the little things that has to be done, just outsource them. And third thing is always lead with value. Lead with value. Like when I'll be showing right now the whole formula, we show a case study, how I'm having a conversation, and I'll explain the science and psychology behind that, because selling is a science. There are certain steps, exactly 4 steps, that I'll be breaking down that need to be in place in order to be able to connect with the person. So show exactly what needs to be done. But additionally, I will break down also the whole model of market to masses, isolate the few, sell one-to-one, because that allows you to position yourself in that funnel where you can connect with people, where you can give value. And what I want to say, when I connect with somebody, I'm sorting. I'm not convincing. I'm sorting. I'm only asking questions, certain scientific questions. And if the person is not ready, I'm giving value. So back the value element here, that I'll be adding value always, because these people are coming back to me. I'm farming. I'm planting seeds. 3 months, 6 months later, they do remember me. They have a good taste in the mouth. And they said, hey, this guy, who was different. He was different. He was a different person. And I will be giving, I've got like a collection of books. I've got a collection of videos. I've got certain things that I will be giving away that would make a difference, genuine, realistic difference to anyone that I'm engaging with. So there are the 3 elements, the value, the high value activities, and decision.
Awesome. Perfect. Marcin, this has been great. Really appreciate you giving us your time and sharing with us your experience and your knowledge and the results you've been able to achieve and help others achieve as well. I'm really excited for the next year here, for the next 12 months in your business, to see what you guys are able to accomplish because now, you've been able to create some good income, and now you can reinvest. And like you said, there's 2 things you can leverage. You can leverage money, or you can leverage time. Now you've got more money to leverage to invest in your advertising to really kick things up and to outsource a lot of those activities. So I'm really excited to see what you guys accomplish in the next 12 months because this first 12 months has been really successful for you. So again, congratulations on your success, and really appreciate you being here and sharing with us your experiences. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, fantastic. Well, again, if you're not a member of our premium case studies and Inner Circle membership, I encourage you to get started with us right away, and you'll get access to all of the premium playbooks, marketing playbooks, as well as Marcin's marketing playbook, where he's going to walk us through his step-by-step process. So if you're on a budget, or if you're looking to get more return on your investment through some high-level activities, you're definitely going to want to pay attention to that one. Again, I want to thank you for being here. And like I say at the end of every single episode, take the things that you learned today, take one or two things and apply it into your business so you can create results in your business as well. And we look forward to seeing you next week on another episode. All right, everyone, take care. I hope you enjoyed this week's Playmaker session. If you love the session, subscribe now to our YouTube channel so you never miss our weekly episodes. Be sure to also subscribe to the podcast on iTunes. Just type in Online Playmakers in the search bar and click subscribe, and be sure to leave a 5-star review. All of the episodes, show notes, transcripts, resources, and bonuses are available on the blog over at onlineprofitplaybook.com, along with several bonus free tutorials I've created for you as well. Your fast track to results is to follow the Playmakers. You can download their closely guarded playbooks and follow them step by step to grow your influence, build your audience, and create results in your business right now. Head over to onlineprofitplaybook.com and join the Playmakers to get full access today. Thank you again for joining us today, and be sure to tune in next week as we bring you another power-packed session with the top Playmakers online. This is Norbert Orlowitz signing off.